Hey guys, so it's James here. I just wanted to clarify the second battle I'm going to be talking, and the third battle I won't. But just to clarify, this tank and a vehicle that is way more underrated than people think. This tank is so underrated. If you get into the right situations, this tank can be a great vehicle. I recommend getting 2 people in a platoon with this. You can rank up the damage 300 per 6.7 seconds, and you can rank up damage pretty quickly. So let's talk about the gun. It's a hundred. It's 100 and something millimeter gun, 105 millimeter gun, with 310 alpha, with 198 penetration millimeters standard pen, or if you run calibrated shells, it's 216, I think. So what makes this tank so special that people do not really find out why it's actually so special? Well, the reason why it's so special is because it has 145 millimeters of armor, and it can actually be, when it's sloped, it can actually block quite a lot of damage actually. As you can see, I just put in 304 damage into the IS-3 Bear. My accuracy is not the best on this. As you can see, I just ripped apart that Su-152, and even if you have like adrenaline, your reload gets down to 5.6, and that's actually incredible for a 105 millimeter. As you can see, I was just snapshotting, but I'm not playing on the. I don't have a mouse mat on me right now, so the accuracy is not that great. But the actual gun itself is really nice. You just need to get the Jackson first. I recommend buying the Jackson and this as well, because they're both incredible, great tanks. Let's just 357. You can high roll with this, and that's really nice. In tier 6, you'll be bouncing shots left and right. In tier 8, not that much. But the rate of fire on this thing with 300 alpha allows me to rip apart the IS-3. I'm okay, already up to 1,400 damage. So let's go for this Tiger now. I'm gonna put adrenaline on. Yeah, that was a stupid play by me because I was right in the direct fire of the ISU-152. Didn't realize that guy was still alive. I thought he was dead, but I did die by him. So we're just going to spectate some people. Let's just talk a bit more about the tank. The vehicle goes 56 kilometers an hour, has a horsepower of, I think, 900. Or was it 800? Let me just go through the history quickly before I go into the engine power and the traverse speed. But for now, I'm going to discuss the history of it. The history of behind the T25-at was a vehicle which was developed based on the T23 tank, but the tank on the project was discontinued at the concept exploration stage. The command of the United States did not like the electric transmission and poor gun traverse limits. When the stock 90mm AT gun M3 is adequate for its tier, and the speed is able to get where you need to go in a short amount of time. When fully upgraded, the T25-at is a fantastic tank destroyer to play, being very nice, very fast, armed with 105mm AT T5E1. It can also provide fire support whenever needed. The T25's armor is quite lacking on the computer version, but in Blitz it's 145mm, which is incredible. It can bounce higher tier shells because of its lack of armor and hit points. It's recommended that you avoid direct fire fights with higher tier tanks. Yes, just remember, don't play it like what I did. I have the replay of the 4K damage. I'll play it right now, and I'll show you how great the vehicle can be in a perfect situation. So let's find it. Unfortunately, I could not find the video, but it was a really great game. I think you should I do recommend buying this tank if you like. It's a really nice tank, and in my opinion, I'm gonna probably enrich it with permanent things so I can get credits with this thing. Well, you still get credits with premium account and stuff, but 11,000 gold, is it really worth it for this? Absolutely, it's absolutely worth it, because you gain the armor, you gain the speed, and you gain the reload plus the damage, so you can actually deal lots of damage against opponents. I do recommend this tank again. It's really great. Its penetration is 198 at standard, 245 on its premium rams. I'm running gun rammer, which is 0.5 seconds faster, or you can carry calibrated shells, which increase it by 10 on the AP, 12 on the armor piercing, and 5 on the high explosive. I do recommend buying this one though, because it's a lot better. If you were going to get the choice between strengthened armor or improved assembly, I do recommend buying this one. 4%. It will increase your amount of damage being blocked on your tank a lot more, which makes it quite nice. The difference between this one and the turreted version is that this tank, the turreted version doesn't have a really good gun. It does have the same gun as like the tier 8 gun on the 90mm, but you just might as well buy the non-turreted version, because all of its outcomes is better. Same with the Hellcat. Like, the Jackson basically is just much better. Like, the Jackson is much better than the Hellcat in total. Yes, the Hellcat gains mobility. It does have a very high power to rate ratio, but you have to play it like a light tank. Otherwise, it's just not good. Like, you can play it like a light tank, but if you want to go up front, the Jackson is a lot better. Has a bit more armor. It does have the legendary camo I put on it. I do recommend buying this one as well for the Americans. I haven't looked any more into the American types, but on the actual computer version, I know that T123 is actually a beast. I blocked 5,000 damage on the computer version. It's just insane. 3k damage at least with this. Just awesome. I don't know how it will perform on Blitz though, so it's up to you. But the problem with the tech tree for the Americans is they have to go all the way through T28, T29, T95, and then this one. So you have to sacrifice 2 really slow tanks to get to a slightly faster one than these two. But you do gain armor, the same amount of armor I think, but you do, this is just better on overall. than the T95. I have not tried out the American Tech Tree. I have never tried it out before, but it's worth a shot. I tested this one out, definitely. At least had 4 battles with this new gun. I absolutely start loving it. It's just amazing, this gun. You can do so much with it. Let's have another battle, and I'll quickly discuss the degrees. So it's suspensions. You can actually gain roughly 30 degrees on its standard tracks, at least more than that. But you're adding the hull traverse speed, which increases by like 10, so you get like 40. This is a great situation in this tank because you can go over the ridge line. I probably recommend going on this part over here, most likely over here. And this is why this tank is just amazing. You can use that 10 degrees of gun depression you have and just fire of the mountain. You're just gonna ricochet shells because the armor profile is just so great. Alright, so that T28's not moving. As you can see, this is why this tank is just amazing. It is match. Oh my gosh, I just two-shotted this Suyu. Like, one more shot into him and he's dead. I did not receive any damage. Okay, let's just push now. So now we're going to use the ridge line again, like I used just then. I'm going to use the ridge line to help me peek over and finish the target. Now we're moving on to the VK. 292, that's a low roll. Nice ammo rack. That was a nice ammo rack. So we're getting return fire, but we can. Now we're just going to finish off this SP1C. And that's it. 4 kills, 3.5k damage in the T25-at. It's a really good tank. I do recommend it. That's your show, everyone. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.